Justin Munt here with The Real Shot. I have with me Will Wojan, and currently we are about a quarter mile off of Waverly. We're going to go around, we're going to start on the north end, we're going to head down the west side of Lake Winnebago. We're going to go down by Fond du Lac and hook up the east side. We're going to hit as many of the landing access points as we can find. We are going to go out far enough to make it notice. We're going to check ice conditions for you folks. We're going to check landing conditions, and then maybe we'll run into a few anglers with the fishing report. So we do have a couple poles with. What do you think, Will? Maybe we do a little dangling while we're out here?
We might do a little bit of that.
If we run into a hot bite. All right, so we're going to check the first spot. Will, if you want to focus on the scout. I don't know how that
How many we got?
We have, if you want to cut here, I'll face on that side. We got about 12 inches. I would say the top 2 to 3 out here on this end is a little soft, but the bottom, ice is hard. I'm going to get the pistol bit out and the tape measure, I think, so you guys can see the quality of the ice a little bit better.
So some of the ice is kind of wet, I'm looking at right now.
Well,
it did freeze last night.
It did freeze last night. There's not a ton of water on the ice on the north end. That's always the thing. I mean,
pretty dry, pretty froze over right now.
Our temps are in the upper 30s all week, but it's just like your drink. It's always colder out on the ice, and we lose a little less ice than I think people think. So we're going on tour. We're going to check it all out for you guys, and we'll probably go live periodically. Otherwise, we're going to put together. We'll put together just a compilation at the end here of everything that we find.
That video, we'll put it on YouTube and put it on our socials as well.
Yep. So, well, what do you think? Well, off to the next spot.
Off to the next
Waverly
one.
Beach, 12 inches.
12 inches of ice.
Yep.
All right.
I would say 10 inches. Hey, Justin with TRS again. We are in we took a detour. We stopped at Little Lake. We are above the locks in Menasha. Ice conditions on top here are about the same as they are on the bottom. There's a bunch of fishermen down there, so I don't want to go bug them and drill in on them. But let's see what we got here. About the same. Got 11 inches. So 11 inches, just like Bago, the top 2 or 3 is a little soft. I'm sure that's that snow that melted in, but the bottom 7 or 8 is good hard ice still. So on to the next leg of the journey. We head south. All right, leg 3 on the January 30th Real Shot Winnebago. What are we calling this?
Ice report.
Ice report. We're just running around cutting holes for you guys to see what we got. So, all right, here's our pull. So there's no slush ice here. This is pretty hard. Gonna hook that right on the bottom. There it is.
Is that 11 on the dot?
11 inches. Nina Rec 11. It's good hard ice here too. But as we know, it's gonna warm up a little bit. I would say foot traffic, no problem. Walking's easy, and that's the cool thing about not having any snow on the ice. You could drag 200-300 pounds of shelter with your pinky. So I mean, it is effortless. Get a good set of cleats, and I don't know, I'm sure there's fish out here. So off to the next one. We are again with Will Wojan and Justin from The Real Shot. We are out here checking ice. We drilled a few holes, checked it out. There's a couple of spots where there's some shoves that I had 22, but your average ice depth is like 10 to 12. It's good ice, it's hard ice. Again, there's a little bit of slush layer on the top. Some of that snow melted in, but other than that, conditions are good. The lake is still in really good shape. Shorelines are, there's a few spots. You just have to know where to get on and a lot of the local spots that you can see where people are getting on and off. So
We got four-wheelers way out there.
yeah, we got wheelers, we got side-by-sides. I mean, I'm not surprised there's nobody out here in a car or something, but so yeah, I mean, that's it. We'll get you a quick cut here. And there she pops through at 12. I'll just check it for you folks right there.
Yeah, about 11 to 12.
11 to 12. So I don't have a bite update. I'm not gonna bother any of these anglers, and I did not bring my gear on the ice. The gear is in the truck in case we get a wild hair later. So, but yeah, south we go. We are at Black Wolf Point. Parking lot is full of trailers. There's a lot of fishermen out here. Just be cautious. There is a small hole. I'm sure it's from the rock throwers. Guys testing ice in the spring. Well, that heats up, melts through. So that's about 13 inches in diameter. Plenty of room to go around it. Just cut a hole here. We're about maybe a quarter mile offshore. We're all on foot today. Got about 11 inches. I'll cut one for you folks. Again, it's pretty consistent. That 10 to 12 inches is what I'm seeing today. We got 11 to 12. Same thing we're finding all over. Again, ice is soft. You just got to be cautious. I'm sure there's areas where there's cracks working that the ice is not as safe as it is in some places. Just wear cleats, your picks, and have fun. A lot of ice on the lake yet.
All right, guys, we're at Brothertown boat landing right now. We walked out. We heard some reports of guys driving out earlier today. That's not the case, as you can see around me. There are some people out here with four-wheelers. Looks like way out there might be a side-by-side. That's a pretty big object.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a truck. Still want to recommend any vehicles other than a four-wheeler or snowmobile. Travel at your own risk. There's some really bad looking spots here, like next to me here. We're looking at about 10 to 11 inches of ice right here right now. This is the east shoreline, so and we'll take another peek. It's hooked there.
Yeah, about the same, about 11. But again, that's top 2 inches. Top 3 inches are soft.
Yep.
But the bottom,
It does feel a little bit better than the west side. So
yeah, they usually get a little better ice over here, but
we punched holes over there already, and it's about 10 to 11 over here. But it's about 1 inch less than the west side right now. But I'd say it's fairly good. It doesn't look all that nice over here compared to over there. It's looking a little sketchy.
looks a little like the moon, but
You know, but if you know what you're doing, you should be fine. Just travel with precaution and make sure you know what you're doing. On the next one.